pumping out heavy stalkers. Now is when he needs to switch. Now is when he needs to say, okay, I'm done with the stalkers. I see this heavy tank marauder army, and that's not what stalkers are meant to do. Stalkers absolutely get murdered by those 2 units. So I should definitely start pumping out the counters to marauders and siege tanks, which is definitely immortals. I mean, definitely that is the hard counter to both those units, is immortals and zealots. That's just what you should be doing right now. I like the expansion with the regression. That's a good idea. How is this? I would change the placing of this. Definitely put it up here. If it was up there, he would be able to see these siege tanks and this heavy marauder composition, which was what he needs. Definitely didn't like that play. I mean, you got 1 supply depot for just raining down shells on your whole sentry army. I don't even know what you lost there, if you lost anything. But even if you didn't, we'll definitely see a whole bunch of stalkers taking some fair amount of damage. Let's take a look at the probe count, see how he's been doing. Definitely at 14 minutes in the game, both players should have more probes and SCVs than they do. You got the hotkey there, you know, use it, my friend. That's all I can say to that, is use it. Here's another thing. I know all you Protoss players out there deal with this crap. You have your slow-ass units, High Templars, Sentries, Zealots, and Immortals, and when you're retreating, running back, they're just getting shells rained down on them because they're so goddamn slow. It is so annoying. What you can do against this, if you have sentries, is just lay down a wall of force fields. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a solid wall. Just chank, 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 and that'll force them to have to come all the way around, which will definitely give you enough room to be able to retreat successfully. You know, I mean, High Templars 150 gas, Immortals 250 minerals, and 100 gas. It's just obscene to lose those just because they're slow. So I'd like to see some force fields laid down back here. But doesn't look like we're gonna see. Oh, there's one. You see just that one right there allowed this sentry to, well, pretty much, except for these fucking banshees. But he definitely got away from the Immortals because of that. So we're seeing more mass sentries. Just, I can't describe to you how bad of a choice that is. You're playing into his hand. You're basically saying, you know, you have a shotgun, I have a knife. Let's see who wins. You know, it's just not a good idea, my friend. Immortals Zealots is the exact counter you would want to this army. It would completely just massacre what is going down here. I'd like to see focus fire too, but you know, nobody's perfect. And if you could catch up to these siege tanks, man, that would be such a good play. Because siege tanks, not cheap, not easy to produce, not easy to get in position. Taking those out is a big issue. Oh, here we see the loveliness of being able to be a Terran player, not having to macro at all, just putting 5 things on your fucking production list. You know, whatever. Who needs APM? Yeah, too easy. Finally moving the probes out. Probably would have done that a little bit sooner when this went down. But definitely, since this is running low, I would suggest breaking these rocks, trying to take another expansion right now. Because you know he's contained, you know he's playing off one base. You don't have to be the aggressor right now. You know, if he goes for an expansion, take it out. You know he's getting low on minerals in his main. And as soon as he's mined out here, he's not going to have any sorts of income. So, but you know, playing defensively, good idea, good scouting. So now you know he's on one base pretty much. You've scouted areas, you know he's playing off one base. Play defensively. Just get map control and keep it. That's all you have to do right now, and you'll win this game. I see so many times people get ahead like this, and they'll try and rush in to win the game. There's a couple different ways you can win in StarCraft. One, obviously, is just completely annihilating their base, taking out their production units. One is taking out expansions. That's one we don't ever see in lower level games. Is if you stop this last expansion that he has right now, he's going to be mined out. He'll have no source of income, which just allows you to just run in there and murder him, you know? So don't think you have to destroy buildings to win the game, you know? You just have, if you can keep them contained on one base, they're going to run out of minerals. And you're going to win the game because of it. So, but as we see, just more sentries and more sentries, man. You need immortals, you need zealots, zealots, however the hell you say it. Who cares? Running in here. Oh, don't like that. Don't like. I'm gonna rewind that a little bit, and we'll rewatch that in slower mode so you can see exactly what happened. I've done this too with High Templars, trying to get High Templars to the front line in range of storms, but it's one of the worst things you can do. So you see him. All right, he's taking these out, and you see how long he's walking in here without even firing a shot. That not a good idea, dude. You could have blinked onto these siege tanks if that's what you were going for, if that's what you were trying to take out. But other than that, dude, you know, it's usually not a good idea just to right click and walk into an army. I mean, I know that was just that you didn't mean to do it, but it's a huge issue. And finally we have zealots coming in, but sorry, my friend, it's just too little too late. You needed immortals, you needed zealots. You can't just mass one unit and expect to win a game. Except for in this, if you would have just massed zealots, you would have won the game, because he massed a unit that has has 2 counters. And if you would have just massed the counters to his units, you would have won easily. Like I said, just too little too late, my friend. Zealots you definitely need, and you definitely need those immortals against this composition here. But see, got some trash talking, which most people would be like, oh my god, bad manners, oh, you lost, get over it. And shut up, kids. Freaking trash talking is what made esports popular, entertaining. You know, that's what really made these games go as far as they have right now, is being able to trash talk, being able to just shit talk no matter what. You win, you lose, you know, but whatever. I guess some manners are required, but you see, this match is pretty much over with. You know, it still has a few minutes left, but it's probably just talking back and forth. We saw the Banshee play force the Protoss into Stalkers. Once that was finished, he should have transitioned. He should have transitioned into Zealots. He should have transitioned into Immortals, Colossi, even High Templar. But you know, we'd like High Templars more against a Marine heavy composition. But High Templars are High Templars, man. Those things just annihilate. Just Stalkers, man, they suck. Don't mass them. Zealots, Immortals, realize what the counters to units are and build those counters. That is how you win games, you know. If you would have had Zealots and Immortals, I mean, this would have been a complete slaughter. You probably would have lost maybe 8 supply worth of units, and he would have been completely annihilated, and you would have kept him contained on this one base, in which he is completely mined out. But here you go. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post on the forums or whatever, or on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. I'll try and answer. If you guys have any replays you want me to critique, I might do it, I might not. I'm pretty fucking lazy, but you know, Horse is kind of inspiring me to say, you know, I probably do it for a different reason. He does it for just probably to be helpful and be kind. I do it because I fucking hate Terran and Zerg, and the more Protoss wins I can help people get, the better. So there you go. Don't mass sentries, my friend.